Namaste. Om Namo Shivaya. The mantra meaning is universal consciousness is one. So if you translate Om Namo Shivaya, is a beautiful mantra and which indicates that we are all part of the source, the cosmic consciousness, the eternal witness state, the pure consciousness. So this is the third session, and I'm sure that you're enjoying the practices which we have shared in 2 sessions. And is there any question, anything you would like to ask, any challenge faced? So as Ildi told that she is going to make the WhatsApp group, you can also continuously get guidance in that group. Or if you are connected with me directly, you can interact with me also. So like we'll have 1 week cap, but today you will be given some more practices and you will have more time to practice. One more important practice will be shared in the end, which really is a we say like in slang, game-changing practice. Because I have shared some practices that can help you to keep witness state, experience witness state when you are struggling with so many thoughts. And then you can also transcend into divine and cosmic and then manifest back to physical. But a very important question remains to be answered. As I mentioned, that we all manifest as creative intelligence, all same way, no difference. Manifestation was same, creative intelligence. Purpose was to explore the infinite potential gifted by Mother Nature. So that whatever we do, whatever we touch, whatever we think, ends up only in one way. You feel blissful. Because that is the maximum you can access in the physical dimension, physical body. The bliss is the energy of the divine dimension, the third eye. So we always say in Tantra, if you are doing a lot of things during the day, you are busy doing 100 of things. And criteria of selecting a thing is that if that activity takes you into the blissfulness, it's for you. Keep doing it, keep enjoying it. If any activity which is not giving you bliss, even after trying 3 times, leave it. There are thousands of things more interesting for you. So you don't have to break your head and you don't have to unnecessarily struggle. Because again, there's a saying, life is about choices. It's all about choices. So you're not like at the mercy of outside world. There are still open choices available. And criteria is that you have given your best first time, second time 200%, third attempt you made 300%, and if you are not happy, you are not satisfied, it's not for you. Find something else. Don't unnecessarily break yourself. It's very important. And select your passion carefully, because sometimes passion is important. It's a very powerful energy. But a blind passion can also lead you in trouble. Like you have this infinite potential is gifted, but it is not a blind potential. It's a conscious potential. So you have to be very careful in choosing that also. So the question was that what is this creative intelligence? It's very good to know that we are manifested as creative intelligence, but how to understand this in terms of energy? What energy reflects this creative potential? So it's very interesting. The most powerful life force energy, when you start the manifestation, you start the journey, which energy is that? Prana energy, life force. It's not the same. Breath and prana is not the same. Prana is a very powerful, like a nuclear bomb, life force. Once you have understood that this creative energy is expressed through the prana energy, we already talked about body software, mind software, and soul software. These are the three softwares. Body and mind are doing software, active energy, all the time busy doing something. Soul is a non-doing software. A very important question comes then, what is the relationship between this prana energy, the creative potential, the active life force energy, with the soul software? Because we talked about these three software, now we are saying that the whole creative potential is related to prana energy. What is the connection? If soul is the non-doing software, then who is involved in your experience? Who is experiencing? Soul is a non-doing software. And if soul is a non-doing experience, how your experience is happening? So it's very interesting. Tantra is the only knowledge system which gives a beautiful scientific spiritual solution to this question. What is the answer in Tantra? That soul has a shadow. When you are born, your body is there, your body has a shadow. Till you are alive, till you have body, you have the shadow. So in the same way, the main software, the non-doing software, the soul software, also has a shadow energy, the active part of the energy. There's a static part, there's a dynamic part. So although the soul software remain non-doing, static energy, but it is participating in your experience through its shadow, which is prana energy, shakti energy, which is feminine in nature, and which has a control switch at the third eye. So try to understand, when we say the prana energy, you can also divide the prana energy into three parts. There is cosmic prana, which we can call kundalini energy, the sum total of all the energies. But that is unmanifested. After manifestation, what happens to this cosmic prana energy? It gets divided into two parts. What are those two parts? There is divine part of prana energy, which regulates the divine dimension. There is a physical part of prana energy, which regulates the physical prana, The physical prana is flowing in you through the nostrils, controlled through the belly point, through the 72,000 channels. Subtle prana is flowing throughout the body. So why I am talking in so detail now, you have to understand how actually from the prana energy, what happened and how you evolved into this diverse universe. Source is the prana energy. But what came out of this prana energy afterwards, which was keeping you busy throughout your 120 years gifted experience? That's a life duration you get as a gift. So it's very interesting. We already talked about element science, Tattva Gyan. We were talking that 5 elements are at the core of everything. The way these 5 elements are operating in cosmic dimension, creating a type specific software is very different than the divine dimension software and the physical body software. Getting the point? Any question? Hmm?
You mentioned on the shadow of the soul.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like having samskaras, or is that something different that you're referring to?
No, what I'm saying is that soul is a non-doing software energy, but energy exists in polarity. If there is static energy, there is a dynamic part of it. The interesting thing is nobody knew what was the dynamic part of the soul software, because energy always exists in polar form. So what Tantra found was that it is clear that soul software is non-doing, not participating directly in your experience, but through the dynamic part of soul software, which we call prana energy. And it's very interesting. You did not ask me. I was telling in last 2 sessions that 5 elements are the base through which you are involved in, even you can control your experience. By managing the mudras, you can manage the prana flow and you can manage the nervous activity. You can activate sympathetic system, parasympathetic system. You can also control and regulate the hormone levels. So question was, okay, this 5 elements seems to be powerful, but from where these 5 elements have emerged? We agreed that the most subtle element is space, ether, or akasha. Question comes, from where this most subtle element came? What is the source of this element? And that again, the Tantra was the most beautiful science, which explained that the source of the 5 elements, including the most subtle element, akasha or space, is prana energy, the creative intelligence, which gets operational only after manifestation. Right? And it's very interesting. I will share with you a beautiful article, which will explain you that after these 5 elements were manifested from the prana, then the 5 sense organs got manifested. And then 6 more gross forms manifested afterwards. Your body, your mind, food, scriptures, austerity. So in total, the prana energy, the life force energy, takes 16 gross forms. And it becomes a diverse universe. See, the power of Shakti energy is the sum total of infinite creative potential of the mother nature energy. So when we are saying that you manifested as creative potential, purpose was to explore the infinite gifted potential. So these 16 gross forms are available to you. Using them as a tool, you can explore and experience that infinite creative potential gifted to you. And this was simple to understand because this all was happening in the manifested form. The question in front of Tantra people was, what happens when you go back? What is the back journey? Can you experience the back journey while you are in the physical body? Like we were talking that by managing your breath cycle, you can experience, you can create your own experience, you can change even your life cycle. By slowing down your breath cycle, you can extend even the life cycle. Right? Tantra was interested, can I go back and get to a stage where I am only left with 5 senses and 5 elements? And then if I go further, I am only left with the awareness of 5 elements. Even the senses have gone. I am not aware of them. I am on the back journey. I am unmanifesting myself. I am disappearing slowly, although I am with my physical body software, the doing software. So somehow I have managed to bring the body to that level of stillness that not only gross body is still, even the subtle body, your organs, the reactions happening inside your body, whether it is a chemical reaction, whether liver functioning, whether kidney functioning, whether heart functioning, whether your nervous system functioning, nerves impulses happening inside you. So Tantra had some simple and beautiful practices because the witness state, which I tried to explain you, that how you can separate yourself from the doing software of body and mind, it gave you a little bit of idea. But those practices were not so deep where you can really go back, where you can really bring in a serious way the whole body software, gross and subtle, to a complete stillness, where you can bring the mind software to a complete thoughtless and stillness state. And then, if suppose you continue the reverse journey, a stage may come that you might merge back and experience the prana energy. Even all the elements, they emerge from the prana. What will happen? If you become prana energy in this body form, that's miracle, that's magical. What can help you to achieve that? So I'll share in the end a simple but a very powerful practice. And the base of that practice is simple. I think I already mentioned about the breath cycle. We have 15 breath in 1 minute, right? I mentioned that. When you are now listening and this, how much time you spend on your inhale? When you are doing that chest breathing, in this situation, you are doing very shallow breath. Only you spend 2 seconds on your inhale and 2 seconds on your exhale. How much time you spend on one breath? 4 seconds. In 1 minute, how many breaths you will make? 15. 15 into 4, 60 seconds, which is 1 minute. Simple. Of course, you know by experience, if you start running, you will not have 15 breaths in a minute. You have a lot of breath. Your breath will become very fast. And there are certain situations when you are angry, you are excited, even your breath can become very erratic. And then when you are very peaceful, as I told you, when you are experiencing a parasympathetic activation of breath, your breath even can become longer and go to the belly point. When you have a slow, long, and deep breath, which activates the parasympathetic nervous system. Do a very simple practice, sit straight, bring your attention to the sacred space. You know where is the sacred space, and do 3 breaths with smile. So inhale and remember your childhood smile and see what happens to the length of the breath while you are inhaling with smile. Did you notice any change? Without effort, your length has increased. If you have noticed, maybe from 2 seconds, it is either 3 or 4 seconds. And same way your exhale also has been extended. So let us say that, okay, for the first time, you could make 3 seconds of inhale and 3 seconds of exhale. Only 1 second you added to your breath. If you are spending 6 seconds on one breath, how many breaths you will have in 1 minute? Only 10. Already 1/3 of the breath has come down. And if suppose you learn a technique which is simple, without putting much effort, using that technique, within 5-10 minutes, your breath will slow down less than 5. Which practically means that you are spending, let us say, 5 seconds on inhale, 5 seconds on exhale, 10 seconds, you will be left with 6 breaths. And if you continue this practice, which I will share, as I told in the end, a stage can come, you might reduce your breath cycle to the level of even 1 breath. So you are spending 30 seconds on inhale, 30 seconds on exhale. You'll have 1 breath in a minute. What will happen to you? Where you will be? So you will experience something totally different, because all your experience in the physical dimension through the 16 gross forms is regulated by your breath cycle of 15 in a minute. And if you manage to change this breath cycle, your experience will also change. And all the gross forms will slowly start disappearing. And you will be left only with those subtle awareness of those subtle senses or elements energy, which are the core of your experience. Because all the other 6 gross forms, your mind, body, and other things, food, scripture, austerities, they have emerged from the prana energy through 5 elements and 5 senses. And once you experience this is liberation. You already know how you will go back, but then you will go back in a conscious way. And you will go back when you want. Not you are sick or you are dying or you are forced. And this one single practice, you will not believe, within a month will change everything inside you. If you are struggling with your health issues, with your sleep issues, with your anxiety issues, with your hyperaction, with depression, with stress, any psychosomatic sickness, that will disappear. So as I mentioned in the beginning, that this Vigyan Bhairava Tantra course is a practical course, and the first part of it is designed to empower you with the very simple practices. And in the end of this practice, you will really experience the real witness state. Because you have already brought the body software to a complete stillness, silence, mind software, and you are only left with the help of slowing down of the breath with 5 senses and 5 elements energy. Right? So let's come back to the mudra science, what we were talking last time. You are already aware of the lotus mudra. You are already aware of the prana mudra. Oh, sorry, Gyan mudra. The tantric Gyan mudra, where you are pressing the nail of the index finger in the middle of the thumb. We already talked. You are already aware of the Dhyan mudra. You remember? The Buddha favorite posture. That was the mudra which was used by Buddha during all his serious inward journeys. So this is the meditation mudra, Dhyan mudra, the triangle. We already talked what this mudra is, how powerful is this mudra, and why Buddha was using it. Because it was helping you to have the breath flow in the divine path, spiritual path in your spine, Sushumna. And until and unless energy is moving into the Sushumna, there will be no change in the energy flow. Energy by itself will not move upward from the lower chakras to the higher chakras. But with the help of Dhyan mudra, you can balance your nervous system, sympathetic, parasympathetic. You can harmonize your hormone system, adrenaline, noradrenaline. You can harmonize your gross masculine energy on the right side with the gross feminine energy of the left side of the body. And you can enter into a very peaceful, tranquil state. We'll be using this mudra very often in future, because this is one mudra which in an effortless way creates so much inner balance, peace, tranquility, that no other mudra can create that effect. And that was the reason why a wise man like Buddha chose this mudra, and it was even named as meditation mudra, Dhyan mudra. What are the other important mudras because now you can very well design your practices. You already know why we call Gyan Mudra. You remember what is happening in Gyan Mudra? Anybody can explain or tell why it is called Gyan Mudra, which means knowledge? What you are combining in the Gyan Mudra?
Was it fire and air?
Fire and air.
Fire and air, which is mission impossible. These are the two elements which are very difficult to balance. And this mudra helps you in an effortless way to balance these two most volatile inside you. Now, it's very interesting. We just talked about the prana energy. Like, of course, this prana energy we get in physical body from different sources. You eat food because you get also some part of prana energy from it. You breathe air, you get some part of prana energy from it. Important question is there a way? Because what has happened is when you are manifesting, you are only having a limited amount of that cosmic prana which you are experiencing and enjoying in the unmanifested state. A lot of this prana gets dormant. We'll talk about the reasons why it gets dormant, why it is not available, and why the two habits of mind which you already talked, the snacking and chatting. This lower mind has two very funny habits. It's all the time either chatting, a silence chatting, or a verbal chatting, or it is always snacking. It's looking for some food. And these two activities depletes a lot of prana inside you. And much of the prana, the cosmic prana, becomes dormant. Is there a way that I can activate this dormant prana in the most easiest way? So there is a very interesting mudra. It is called prana mudra. What happens in prana mudra? Pay attention to this chart. You can see what three elements are combined in the prana mudra. Any idea? Can you see what three elements are combined? The thumb is there, little finger is there, and ring finger is there.
The fire, the water, and the earth.
So fire, water, and earth, the first three chakras. The earth is the root chakra, first chakra, water is the swadhisthana chakra, and fire is the third chakra. So these three chakras are basically controlling your physical dimension experience, the basic consciousness, the animal consciousness. And all the physical prana energy you are experiencing through different sources is coming through these three chakras, through these three elements. So if you combine these three elements in this way, in this specific way, and put your hands, palms facing upward on your knees, and sit for 5 minutes. Now do it for a few minutes to experience this mudra. keep your attention into the third eye, the prana, the divine prana center, the Shakti energy, the dynamic energy. Breath slowly. And see what is happening with the energy flow with this mudra in your body and in your hands. If you will keep this mudra for at least 5 minutes, you will see intense energy flow in your hands and in your body. A lot of active prana will start flowing, which was earlier dormant in your body. It's not coming from the food or air. It's activating the dormant cosmic prana inside you. You will find it hard to keep this mudra if you will practice it longer. It will become so intense that you would not be able to hold this so much amount of prana generated suddenly from nowhere. So I will ask you to do this prana mudra practice minimum 5 minutes and maximum as long as you feel comfortable with it, and see what all is happening, how much dormant prana you can activate and how much extra energy you can generate from inside. So when you want to come out of the practice, bring your hands to the Anjali Mudra or Namaste Mudra, rub your palms. Bring all this active prana to your hands, because now all the 5 elements and palms are working together. It's called energy harmonization, and put your hands on your face and deep breath. And again, manifest as lotus flower through lotus mudra as unconditional love. That is how you finish the practice. And then again, hands together, Anjali Mudra, remembering that divine in you and me is same. We all are manifested as creative intelligence what was your feeling? Could you feel unusual or something new with this mudra? Although we have not practiced it longer, you will be doing it for next 2 weeks. And then you will also share your experience personally or in the WhatsApp group. But you can, if you want to say something now, it would be interesting to know. Anyone?
I don't know if I'm sort of wanting to think things, but I sort of notice a bit, like a few inches below the belly button, something there, the movement of breath.
Hmm?
Did you hear?
Movement of breath
Yeah, in the below the belly,
below the belly. Mhm.
belly button.
Belly button. Mhm. Anybody else?
Hi, that was the most energizing one I have ever done. And I've had a bad shoulder for about 7 years, and it just really wanted to heal it and wanted me to just look over there and to notice it and to move into it. And I can't wait to start practicing that one more often.
Mhm.
Really energizing. I felt a lot of movement coming up through my neck and coiling.
Mhm. Anybody?
I mean, for me, it was just kind of warm, and I could feel that like my fingers were kind of like moving. So the three fingers for the mudra.
Yeah, actually, all these mudras, some are very powerful, fast. If you are meditating, then you can feel very fast effect of them. But with you have to like get used to these mudras. What is interesting is that people feel that they can only get energy from outside. They're not aware that there's so much dormant energy inside. And if they learn how to activate and mudras, one may that directly or indirectly, they are activating the dormant energies and they are creating a balance in different opposite energies. Like in Dhyan Mudra, as I explained, that it is creating a beautiful balance in your nervous system, sympathetic, parasympathetic, in your hormone system, adrenaline, noradrenaline, and also in your gross masculine and energy in your right and left side of the body. So that's why it's very important that I don't want you to practice 100 of mudras. Right now, we are only paying attention to the most important ones, which are relevant to the Vigyan Bhairava Tantra practices, and which will prepare you in a serious way that how you can go more and more deeper into your practices. And don't worry, for in few minutes you can't experience everything. You need time. And that's why I told that we have 2 months. And even after that also, if you wish to continue learning, you will keep in touch with me for further guidance. And still there are two more important mudras I would like to share before sharing that magical practice of slowing down the breath. Pay attention. There are how many exit points in your body. So your body has some specific number of points through which you are connected to the outside world. So you have 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, 1 mouth, 2 ears. Is there anything else? More exit points in your body? How many gates are there? So your homework is, there are total 9 gates. So you will write in the WhatsApp group, what are these 9 gates? And right now I'm sharing a mudra which will take care of the 6 gates. It will close those 6 gates and will take you immediately, very fast, instant. Will create a deep state of witness again. And you will be quite strongly disconnected from the outside. And you will start hearing the inner sound. So I will be sharing 2 practices, because your inner light and inner sound are the 2 core energies of your non-doing soul software. So what we do in the Shanmukhi Mudra is that we use our thumbs to close the ears. Then we put our index finger gently closing the eyelids. We are not pressing it on the eyes very strongly, just gently pressing on the eyelids so that eyes are closed. Then we are putting the middle finger below the 2 nostrils. We are not closing the nostril in this practice because it will be very dangerous if you stop breathing. So you will learn it properly, systematically, how to hold the breath. But in this practice, we are not holding the breath. And then the ring finger on the upper lip and the little finger on the lower lip. So take this, close these 6 gates and press the thumbs and see what inner sound you hear and what happens to you where you are. What sort of experience you have in this practice. So we'll do it for 1 minute. So slowly, slowly come out and see what has happened. How in such a short time you have entered into a very peaceful, tranquil state with very deep connection. So this is a very powerful mudra which has many, many advanced practices attached to it. For this course purpose, you will use this mudra as a preparatory practice, that whenever you are trying to go inside, you are trying to meditate, so start with this practice from 1 to 3 to 5 minutes. And then you will do any other practice, you will have a very different experience. You will speed up the experience of that practice. So this is your starting point. That start with the Shanmukhi Mudra, close the sixth gate, create the inside magic, and then whatever you will do further will happen without effort. Because already the mind software has been worked well. You have created, without putting much effort, a very peaceful, tranquil, balanced state. Right? So more I will share of this technique, the advanced part, also in the WhatsApp group, to inspire you and make you understand that what are the advanced practices related to this mudra. The last mudra which I wanted to share today, but I think that we already have shared so much with you, and I also want to share the breathing practice, which will be your key practice for next 2 weeks, how you will slow down your breath. That the mudra which I am skipping today is the ultimate, very advanced mudra actually. That's why I'm not sharing today. It's a very, very advanced mudra. It's called Khechri mudra. It is related to your tongue. And you will be surprised, in Tantra, tongue is called inner mind. So in Tantra, we divide your lower mind into 2 parts, outer mind, inner mind. So I'll take this topic in more detail in next session. Let us now try to understand what is this magical practice of slowing down of the breath. So what you will need to do in this practice, you need to find a chair or sofa. And you need to lie down comfortably on the floor, on a mat, not on the cold floor, so that you don't feel cold. And you need to put your legs on the chair or sofa from the knee. So your knee and the lower part of the leg will be on the leg or chair. Your spine, you will lie down in a very relaxed manner with your spine on the floor. Your hands will be beside the body. Your palms will be upward. So if you can find now, it would be great, such a space. And then I will take you a little bit more deeper into this practice, but you need to lie down. You need to find, don't worry if you disappear from the screen, it's fine. So find a chair or sofa and put your legs on the sofa or chair so that your knees till the feet part is relaxed on the chair or sofa, and your spine, you are lying down on the floor in a still manner, relaxed manner, palms are upward. And pay attention why this posture is chosen. So you have to understand, I would have asked you just lie down on the floor, But I did not ask you to lie down on the floor. I'm giving you a very specific, well thought posture. And pay attention when you are lying down like this, you are extending the space in your stomach cavity. It's getting extended because of this sort of position of the legs. And there is a much more energy flow in that space where all important body organs are functioning. So the energy flow is improving in that area. And pay attention, in this position, your heart is relaxing. It is not actively working. It's not pumping too much blood. The blood flow is slowing down. More and more blood flow is in an effortless way is going to the brain. And while doing this practice, it has three parts. The first is you have to work with the body software. So you just drop your body. You are not holding it. You have just dropped it. And let it get relaxed, still motionless for 5 minutes. So you are creating a non-doing state for the body software so that it is totally relaxed. At least first you are trying to relax the gross body parts. Later on we will come to the subtle relaxation of inner organs. At the same time, remain aware of your mind software, what it is doing. And if you notice that it is thinking and it is bringing unwanted thoughts, you know the solution. Gently ask the mind to give you a thought, and thoughts will disappear. So in an effortless way, deal with your mind in a friendly way, creating and bringing a thoughtless state of the mind, the witness state. So these two activities are going parallelly. And you are breathing as you are breathing. You are not making any change in your breath in the first part of the practice. The first part of the practice is bringing the body software and mind software to a non-doing state in the most effortless way. No effort is needed. Tantra is a effortless science. It doesn't require any force. You are creating the magic in the most effortless way. That is the beauty of Tantra knowledge. So continue experiencing this total relaxation of your gross body, and slowly, slowly you will also feel the relaxation of inner organs. And keep working gently with your mind software, reminding the mind, give you a thought so that it disappears. It helps you to achieve the thoughtless state. So you can do this first part of the practice 5 to 10 minutes. And when you feel that, yes, you have relaxed well, then you can go to the next part of the practice where you start breathing with a smile. So you are remembering your childhood smile, and you will see when you are breathing with smile in an effortless way, it will extend your length of the breath. and do it in as effortless as possible. So you are enjoying the practice. You are connecting to your childhood magical energy, the divine state, the love energy, the most pure love energy you experience as a child. And slowly, slowly, your breath cycle will slow down. You will need some time, some practice to integrate it, to make it more deeper. But even if your breath cycle will drop down to less than 10, you will feel a deep relaxation coming. And continue this practice as long as you feel comfortable. So if you have done the first part for 10 minutes, do this part of the practice also for minimum 10 minutes. That in a slow, gentle manner, effortless manner, keep breathing slow, deep, and long with minimum effort. Only the smile is helping you. This will completely bring a stillness state of body, of mind. Even the inner organs will start having deep relaxation as your breath cycle is dropping. All the meditation techniques which we have shared will help you in keeping the thoughtless state. It's not easy, but it's possible. Only in the third part, we advise to put little effort. And where to put your effort? In your exhale. Because pay attention, if you want to change your inhale, you first need to change your exhale. If you want to inhale more, you first need to exhale more. If your exhale is not more, your inhale will not be more. If your exhale is not longer, your inhale will not be longer. So in the third part of the practice, we pay little extra attention to our exhale. And we try to make it little with effort, little more longer. So we are not putting any effort before this. We are using only the smile. But now in the third part, we are trying to work with our exhale with little effort is put to make the exhale little more longer, slower and deeper. And it will have a very positive effect on your inhale. You don't have to put effort there. It will effortlessly lengthen. You will also have, your inhale will also be slow, long and deep. And keep doing it as long as you are enjoying it. There's no time limit to this practice. There's no side effect, no bad effect. Even if you sleep like this, you will not be able to sleep. But if you are tired, you sleep, there is no problem. But the practice is not designed for sleep, but a lot of people struggle in the night to sleep when they are on the bed. So generally this practice is advised in the evening before sleep. It's a very beautiful practice. It will release all the stress, tension, problems, what all you experience during the day. And in the end, you will end up in that deep connectivity. You will experience something first time new. What has happened to you? You have not done much. You have done practically has done not much. But you will see the magic that you will rearrange and transform these softwares very strongly. And you will see that this practice is like a lifetime practice. You will always do minimum 10 to 20 to 30 minutes. And as I mentioned, there's no longer duration limit. It all depends how much you are enjoying it. And this practice will transform everything inside you. So you will practice it, and then you will share your experience again in the WhatsApp group or privately with me as you feel comfortable. And today also you can enjoy and do this practice after this session, and you can share the experience. So you can come back slowly, and how to come back, that's also very important. So how you have to come out of this practice is, first you will bring your legs down. You will lie down on the floor. You're not coming out of the practice immediately. So you are first withdrawing yourself on the floor. For 1 minute, your whole body is lying down on the floor, palms upward, like Shavasana, the corpse pose. A little bit relaxing your legs because there was less energy flow in the lower part of the leg because they were on the sofa or chair. And when you are relaxed 1 minute, then you lie down on your right side. Why you should tilt on the right side with the knee bent and use your right hand as a pillow under your head? It will gently help you in activating the left nostril, which is very good for conscious activation of parasympathetic nervous system, for feeling more relaxation, more deep relaxed state. And then gently sit. And when you sit, you again manifest as lotus flower. So you just lotus flower, and then you remember and experience all those magical experiences what you had in this practice. So remain connected with yourself. Don't come out and then start running here and there. And after that, you are not supposed to do any activity, anything active. You remain in a very deep connected state and sleep, or continue your meditation or witness state as long as you are enjoying it. All right. So if you have any question, you are welcome. Anyone?
Yes. The smile bit is obviously making the chemical change and hitting into the parasympathetic, but what else is it doing in the body?
Smile.
You mean smile?
Yeah,
Mm.
when to extend your
Actually, the main aim of this practice is slowing down of the breath, making the long, slow, and deep inhale and exhale. Because all your experience in the awake state is based on the 15 breath cycle, and body is very active, mind is very active, and you are losing a lot of energy in the process of this 15 breath cycle also. So what is happening is, whenever the breath falls below 5, when you have less than 5 breaths in a minute, there is a very big in the body software. It really gets deeply relaxed, especially your heart gets deeply relaxed because it's non-stop pumping the blood. Your mind is super active, which is also getting relaxed. It's getting a lot of blood flow in an effortless way. So this is a very connected practice in 3 steps. Smile is helping in slowing down your breath. So that is the magic of smile. And smile is a very relaxed energy for the mind. It's a very positive energy. All the positive hormones are getting activated, which makes you feel good. You understand? Smile, I will talk about smile and laugh. There are 2 magical things in Tantra practice. First is smile and second is laugh. So I will discuss about these 2 things in the next session and explain the deeper understanding of how using smile and laugh you can create magic inside you. Right?
Okay, so promise we will make this WhatsApp group soon, today or tomorrow, and then we will add you, and then we will continue the teachings. Yes, Teresina.
Hi, I just wanted to ask, I think on the last meeting, it was said, and I'm not sure if it was going to be said on here or it was on the last one, the organs that are connected to the different fingers.
Yes. So that
You
was
were
the
going,
that was the homework. We ask you to share with us, do this practice. It's a very
Yeah.
good question. It's good that you reminded us, and because we are not still connected on WhatsApp, nobody was asking any question. So our task was, this practice is that you press all the tips of all the fingers on the palm and hold it for 1 minute, and then 5 times open, close the fist, and do it 5 times and 3 times a day. So the question was that your task was, what improvement you are feeling in your different organs. Do you feel any improvement in the adrenaline functioning, in the kidney functioning, in the liver functioning, in the pancreas functioning, in the heart functioning? So this practice is designed to improve these organs functioning. So it's also a very good practice, especially it is very good for the heart also. Nowadays, it has become almost like a terrifying experience. Young people, influencers, everywhere at the age of 25, 30, 35, fitness freaks, they are just dying out of heart attack for no reason at a very young age, because they are overdoing the things and they are not aware that how they are damaging by overdoing certain activities. So these practices, simple, will ensure a healthy state of important organs inside you. And again, we will share in the WhatsApp group exactly. First, you come up with some ideas, which finger might be helping with which organ, and then we will correct and we will experience and share. Because once I will share, then you will be more conscious. Then you will already pay attention during the practice that you will separately experience a particular organ through a particular finger. And that will become your more deeper practice, meditation practice for that particular organ. Okay? Good. It's good that you asked this question. I'm happy that you watch the videos. The people are not asking questions. They are, I don't know, I hope everybody is watching. There are many more people registered. They are not able to join us, but they are watching the videos. So I think they will also join us on the WhatsApp group, and we will continue.
Just on that same one, if you do it just with one hand, Is that okay? Because I I had a problem with my right hand this week, so I stopped doing it. And I was like, should I stop doing it completely, or should I still do it with one? And if I do it with one, will that have its own thing?
What is the exact problem?
Say again.
What is the exact problem?
Oh,
What-
I get lymphedema, so I had an issue with my hand.
Edema.
So you can't touch the
For 2 days, I couldn't straighten my hand, and I couldn't fully close. And it's gone again now, but yeah.
believe me, if you little bit try, like as much you can do. If you, even if there's a limitation in one hand and other hand is working well, so do with the more with the hand which is working well, but keep trying the other hand also, it will improve.
Yeah.
It's a very simple practice, but it is a magical practice again. It might even sort out the problems you are facing.
It did go, and I kept trying to use it and work it, and eventually it went, but it was very painful in that in-between bit.
No, and do it in a very gentle manner. Like if suppose you really are struggling, so don't cross the point where you feel discomfort. In the beginning, you have to remain in the comfort zone. And the other hand, as much you feel is already good, there are one hand, other hand only to the extent where you feel comfort. So you don't
Okay.
have to force yourself or experience the painful situation.
Thank you.
Please. So then we say Namaste, Om Namah Shivaya, and you have 2 weeks to practice. Don't forget to practice the slowing down of the breath. It is one of the most powerful, magical tantric breathing technique. And I look forward to hearing from you, your experiences in the WhatsApp group, and you can write to me privately also. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.